Hello guys, in this series of videos I'm going to teach you how to write a song from start to finish in Logic Pro X. So I've got already opened a session here with a drum and a drum pattern here, but when you open Logic we're going to see this window. I'm going to click Don't Close, and this window will give you some options, some templates already with some tracks and effects ready for you to record. But I chose an empty project. You just click choose and you'll appear what I have already here, except for the two tracks I have, one for my voice and the other one is a drum I chose. So I decided to, instead of try to compose to a tempo based on a click, it's up here. You guys can see here. When you press play, if I mute the drums, you're gonna hear this. Okay, I prefer not to record to a click because it's a little tedious, and I prefer to have a drum pattern which is basically the same. You don't have to worry about the sound. You just have to put some drums in order to start composing your song, and I already did that. So in order to do that, you go here in track and you can choose new tracks. On new tracks you have several options: software instrument, external MIDI, guitar or bass, audio. If you're going to record your guitar, this guitar bass comes with presets, or drummer. Or you can also go and new drummer track, and it will do this. Some 8 bars here, 8 bars here. But the thing is, this is the drummer from Logic, and this is random. All right, you have this box if below here where you can choose if you want a simple pattern, a loud pattern, a complex, a soft pattern. It's a mixture of everything in between. So whenever I choose this or move around this yellow ball here, things will change around here, which is selected, by the way. You select it. You guys are gonna notice the changes here when I move this around. Okay, and the sound obviously changes also. Let me see what I've got here right now. I'm gonna press play. It's in cycle mode. If you don't know what cycle mode is, you just go here and there's a button called, it's a C button on the keyboard, cycle, and you choose where you want your loop to go. So it starts looping. If I just want to go here and press play, it starts from the beginning and the end goes back to the beginning. So Logic provides immediately 2 to 8 bar patterns, and normally I try to make those patterns the most minimalistic thing possible, because I don't want really a lot of fills and toms and stuff like that. So you have to go around here and mess around a little bit with this until you're comfortable with with what you're listening to. I'm going to choose a simple thing, probably loud, and let's see what it does. Probably this would do, but if you mess around a little bit, maybe you can get really what you want. It's just it's a question of going around here with a circle, with yellow circle. This here, you can choose what parts of the drums you want to be included in, like toms and crashes and cymbals. In this case, just snare, kick drum, and hi-hats. You can also choose some percussion. The fills are relative to the fills itself for the drums, but you don't have to worry about the sound itself, just the beat. So I already have here my drum, so I'm going to delete this, delete the regions, press delete. Also, I'm going to delete this track. And if you listen to my pattern, what I've got here is something really simple. Take a listen. And it goes like this until the end of the loop. Already I've made a loop that goes to around 3 minutes. You can make this adjust this to your taste. You're probably familiar with Logic, so you know your cursor will change wherever you put the cursor on the loop. Right now here it will loop more and more and more. You can make these regions independent after that, but I'll talk about that in the next video. So generally what I do is I don't really worry about the drums, because if you go into the mix window pressing X, you'll have some components, some audio units, some plugins already inserted on your drums, like a channel EQ. In this case, it's completely flat and some compression going on around here. So leave it as it is. Don't worry about that. Just worry about the composition of the song you want to make. So taking this off. In my case, I'm going to start recording some guitars, then probably some keyboards, some bass, and not vocals probably because I'm not a singer, but you can add your own. If you want the files, I can share them. In the meantime, we're doing this series of videos. This is the first one. And right now what I'm going to do is just create another track and a new audio track. Okay? And in this case, is where I'm going to start building my ideas. So I'm going to double click here when it says audio 2 and name it to guitar. Or even better, I'm going to name it to rhythm guitar, like this abbreviation. Okay, so you can change the icon, right click on it and go to guitar and choose, and this, I'm going to use probably one of my Fender or Les Paul, so one of these will do. Okay, now regard to the channel, depending on your hardware outside, you have to choose your input. All right, you can go to this panel right now, because every time you choose a different track here on the left side, it will show you the channel strip of the mixer. It's the same thing if I press X. All right, so right now I'm in the drum. If I want to go here, I just press here. And in my case, I have a Focusrite Scarlett 2Y2, so I only have 2 inputs, and I'm going to choose between one of them. Right now, my microphone is connected to input 2, and I have the input 1 available, so I can connect my guitar. So it's ready to record. It's giving me here some signal, but I can mute this because it's not related to my voice. Anyway, this video is to start a series of videos about Logic X, how to build a song from start to finish. I'm going to help you do that. If you guys want to hear more content, stay tuned, subscribe, support the channel if you like it. In the next video, I'm going to start layering some guitar patterns, guitar chords, and start from there and see where it goes. Thank you for watching. Until next time, cheers.